Why do we act? And what is acting? They say that acting is just plain pretend. But if we pretend that we are acting, then where does acting stop and really begin? Acting is real, but so is faking. And there are fakings that seem more funny nice. Reality sucks, and so does acting. But here we are in my lives. I am a professional actor. Never of the street like this you. I have so many things to tell you. So you ready for your mind to be filled? Acting is fun, and life is a joke. You can't have a fire without having smoke. This is a class, and I am no teacher. So tell me, what do I need to do to reach you?
Welcome to Connor Ratliff Presents the Acting Class. My name is Connor Ratliff, and this is the Acting Class. I want to welcome everyone for coming out here tonight. I want to take a brief survey of the audience to find out how many of you identify as actors and how many of you identify as non-actors. There's no problem with non-actors coming in, taking the class, auditing the course. There's no shame in it, because a lot of non-actors become actors, and a lot of actors stop acting and become non-actors. We all live on a kind of spectrum. So I want to find out right now, and I should be clear about a couple things just up top, that if you think, oh, I think I'm an actor, but I'm not sure, you are an actor. Like, I'm not, the bar for whether or not you're an actor is so low. If you insist you're a non-actor, I might press you on it, because a lot of people are non-actors and I find out they've done a play, or they've been in a commercial, or, you know. So that's the baseline for this. How many of you in the audience, by a show of hands, identify as non-actors? You are not an actor, you don't act in things, you've never acted in things. All right? Okay, now, round of applause for everyone who identifies as an actor. All right? It feels like at most it's 60-40, but it feels pretty evenly divided. It feels like there's a lot of non-actors here, a lot of actors here. Something else I want to say, just to get it out of the way right up top. It's fine that you applauded then. It's fine if you applaud when we bring out our distinguished guest. During the class, if there is something that you like, you can feel free to laugh at it, but please save your applause until the end of the class. All right? It's very important. It disrupts the rhythm of the learning. It might feel gratifying. Laughter is fine. But clapping is something you have to consciously make this decision. All right? And what I will always ask is if you can hold your applause and keep track of how much you liked things, and at the end, give us a cumulative result of applause. You can applaud as long as you want at the end. The venues never mind that, oh, we're running late on the next show, because they couldn't stop applauding. That is the kind of theater problem that theaters love to have. Now, right now, we are at Thursday, April 30th, 2026, and a couple of just bits of business that I want to cover. And this isn't promotional at all. This is just to give you a sense of where I'm at right now. Right now, as we speak, we are in the middle of a week where a television show called Widow's Bay has premiered on Apple TV. I am in the 4th episode of this show. And people are talking very highly of this show. It seems like a success. So a few weeks from now, if you're like, hey, we went to that class, I wonder what this guy's acting is like, you can watch it there. But that's neither here nor there. That is not, I don't say that to boast, I don't say it to plug the show. I just want to give you a sense of my credentials, and that I am a working actor, and I have a right to be on the stage telling you about what it is to be a working actor. Furthermore, right this very moment, around the corner from this building, a feature film is having its New York premiere. It's a film called Run Amok. It was referenced at a class just a few months ago. And I have a role in this part. We had, Patrick Wilson was on the show. He's the star of the movie. He is an executive producer. During the show, I asked him, am I still in the movie? He said, yeah, you're in the movie. You play one of the parents, right? And I said, no, I don't play one of the parents, Patrick. I play one of the teachers. And I thought I did a pretty memorable job with a couple of pretty intense and moving scenes, I thought. I have since been told that my part has been substantially reduced, but that I am still physically and spiritually in the film. I want to let you know that this is not typical industry jargon. It is not comforting when someone tells you you were spiritually still in the film. I think my lines have been cut. I think maybe I don't talk in this movie. But that's not why I'm choosing to be here. That's not why I'm choosing to be here instead of at a movie premiere in New York City, where my face might flash across the silver screen in a montage, I'm assuming, maybe, like with some music over it, just like, this guy also works at the school. Maybe he's a parent. Maybe it's like, could be a parent, could be a teacher, don't know. Being an actor is a journey. And sometimes it goes well, and sometimes it goes how it goes. And you just have to deal with it. And that is part of what is beautiful about the craft of acting. Because Stanislavski famously said, there are no small roles, only small actors. And what he failed to point out is that there are roles which work fewer days, are paid less money, and then are not essential to the work. And they are removed seamlessly in a way that doesn't actually hurt the final work. That's the full quote. That should be the full quote. I know it's not as catchy, but it's truer. And I think truth is what we are talking about tonight. I promised our guest that he had enough time to go to the bathroom before I brought him out for the show. And I think I have talked long enough. He is an Emmy nominee. He is a trained improviser. He is Zach Cherry. Was that too revealing?
I mean, I didn't ask you to let them know what I was doing, but I...
We don't know what you were doing, we just know what you said.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and that's often all we know about what an actor does, the lines that they say. Whether they are true or not, that's part of this magical process.
Sure.
Right?
But as part of my commitment to truth, I was going to the bathroom.
Great. Zach, you and I...
Number one.
Number one on the call sheet. Number one on the call sheet.
I believe I've never been number one.
You've never been? I think that is a statement that won't be true for very long. What are you... Let me ask this. Most people who are here are familiar with Severance, I would assume. What number are you on the Severance call sheet?
Maybe 5?
5? All right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not in any way an insult, just because you got these, like, because you're one of the discoveries of Severance.
Yeah.
People who watch Severance, some of them are like, yeah, we know who Adam Scott is, we know who Christopher Walken
We
is.
have Oscars in there.
Yeah, and...
Multiple Oscars.
And now an Emmy nominee.
Yeah.
Multiple Emmy nominees.
Sure.
Right? But you're one of them. Now you're in the trophy game. All
yeah,
right?
Sure.
When the show started, were you in the trophy game?
No.
Season 1, day 1 of Severance. Were you like...
Is the trophy game exclusive to the Emmys?
No. What were your trophies that you had before being nominated for an Emmy?
None.
So you're in the trophy game now.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel any. I don't think the trophy game. There's no difference to me.
No, because you're not doing this for the trophies.
Yeah, that's right.
I've led with that because I have a suspicion that some people might be impressed by that kind of thing. And so
Sure.
you throw it out early on so people will show respect.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
But that's not what you do. You didn't get into this for the trophies.
No.
Why'd you get into this?
I don't know.
That answer...
I've sort of always been doing it.
When did you start doing it?
When I was like 5 or 7 or something.
Yeah. Do you remember when you started doing it? What the first thing might have been?
I remember doing a 4th grade, we did a little operetta. That was,
Ooh.
It was an original piece written by our fourth grade teachers.
Right. So it was a new work.
Right?
So you originated.
My first role, I originated a role.
What was your first role in this operetta?
I believe I was a dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah.
And what year would this have been?
How old are you in fourth grade?
Well, what was happening in the world around that time? Like, how deep were we into the Gulf War II?
I wasn't plugged in. It was in the 90s.
In the 90s. So in the 90s, this is a time when dragons were not in vogue. Like, dragons had a moment in the, I think, late 70s, early 80s with Pete's Dragon, the Disney film with Mickey Rooney. But that was a flash. It didn't really start a trend. But dragons are, if you're in a dragon thing now, it's highly respectable, deeply popular.
It was certainly more niche at the time. It was like dragons and wizards. It was like a fantasy.
Right. And you were a dragon. Were you a good dragon or a bad dragon, or did that kind of morality not enter into it?
I don't think that morality entered into it. I don't think I had any sort of arc, or maybe even any lines.
Oh, so this is like me in the movie that, I'm now getting into that kind of work where it's like maybe I don't have any lines.
Yeah, which can be freeing.
Yes, certainly.
My favorite days of acting are the days when I don't have any lines.
Yeah,
because then I can just be present. I don't have to be thinking about the lines.
Like on Severance, like if you're doing a day where it's just like we need you at your keyboard.
Yes.
And everyone else is doing the stuff.
Yeah.
Then
That's
you're like, this
day.
is great. That's not a boring day for you?
No, those are truly the best days.
So
they made the computer program real, and so I would just play.
The one that they separate the personality?
Yeah, so I would just sit there playing with
it. What you're doing on the thing. I thought you meant they made the technology. Okay. All right. I was like, that's the headline. Oh my God, they really did it. They've severed people's personalities.
It could be like Ender's Game. It could be like an Ender's Game situation where I think I'm
spoilers for Ender's Game right now. Okay? At Ender's, who wants to not be spoiled for the Orson Scott Card novel Ender's Game or the movie starring Harrison Ford? It's about a kid playing a game. Turns out the game is real, and it's
So it could be that, but
But this whole time, you thought you were filming a TV show.
Yeah, I was speaking. I guess it could also be a jury duty. Spoilers for jury duty.
Oh, this is exciting. This is the kind of thing that could end up in the trades.
Yeah, it could be.
Zach Cherry speculates that he thinks Severance might be a jury duty. All of this might be. Like, it would kind of make sense. You're like, oh, I wondered why they had cameras.
Yeah.
Because my whole life was, that's more being Truman Show than jury duty.
Right.
Because Truman Showing is
he doesn't know the cameras are there.
Jury duty is,
he knows they're filming, he just doesn't know that he's...
Yeah, it's an important distinction.
Yeah. I don't think that's what's happening.
Is acting still fun for you?
Yeah.
Good.
Is it fun for you?
Sometimes, not always.
When was the last time it was fun?
I mean, I was making a short film in the woods the past couple of days.
For what? For this?
No, not for this, no.
As some sort of alibi, or what?
That's not a great alibi. I was in the woods.
You have video of it.
Sure,
you can check
I
the timestamp.
No, if I want an alibi, I want it to be like, I'd be at the Knicks game or something, or I'd be like, hey, you saw me.
Sure.
Everybody saw me there,
what
right?
What is the short film?
I mean, I don't know how much I can say, but it was a short film with me and a child actor, and it's a sad production.
Okay.
But there was a point where they were like, crawl around on the ground on all fours, and you see that? You see that?
Yes.
I hurt
there's a small puncture.
Like a blister, right?
Yeah.
Can we get confirmed that this isn't like a stage bit? Will you confirm? Right? Actually, yeah, and there it is. Yeah, so I hurt myself on one of the takes, and then the director...
And that was fun.
No, I hated it. I
asked when was the last time it was fun.
I don't know when it was fun. But
I do still want to hear what happened with your hand.
Well, like crawl around, I was like, the floor is just random. It's just the forest. It's just the woods. So there's nothing to stop like this from happening.
Yes.
And so I did a take, and it was fine. Then I did the take where I hurt my hand a little, and then the director was like, that take wasn't as good. And I was like, yeah, I hurt my hand. So it kind of distracted me from, because the character was supposed to be like having fun, crawling around in the woods.
Sure.
Yeah.
You often hear like that's the take that they use. Like when Tom Cruise broke his ankle.
It's very much like that. It's similar, very.
But for you, they told you
that
take was bad.
Yeah, it's sort of, that is my version of hanging off the side of a plane. It's like, I really crawled around in the woods. They were just regular woods, they were not.
That is actually an interesting thing that as I act more and more, sometimes you agree to do a project because it sounds good, but then you forget that you're the one who has to do the things that you agreed to do.
Yeah.
So like when you're reading a script and it says the guy crawls around in the woods, you're like, oh, that makes sense for that guy.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're like, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And these woods are kind of nasty.
Yeah. The way you just described it sounded like Severance, like Innie and Outie, where it's like the Innie reads the script, or the Outie reads the script, it's like, yeah, I'll do it, and then you end up having to do the thing.
I do think acting has some Innie Outie stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
You're playing a character and then you're yourself.
You know what I've noticed a trend with interviews and Q&As
Sure.
that I really don't like, and I'm only doing this just as a comment on that, is I've noticed interviewers doing this more where they say, talk more about that. Has everyone noticed this? We need to stop that, all right? Talk more about that. Keep talking. More words from you. Interviewers, get questions. Get involved in the conversation.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
You should have. It's kind of funny because we met through improv, you and I, and we've done a lot of improv together, so we know about listening and responding.
Yes.
And in improv scenes, if someone was just like, talk more about that, we'd be like, that guy's not very fun to improvise with, right? Say more, your character.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the cardinal rules of improv.
Yeah.
So you think interviewers should take maybe improv classes?
Yes, I think, let's make that the headline. Interviewers should take maybe improv classes.
Do you want to call anyone out by name? Terry Gross, maybe? Or...
I think Terry Gross would have a lot of fun taking an improv class.
I think so too.
And I think people will be like, Terry Gross is in my improv class. I thought she lived in that little booth, like 5 states away from anyone she interviews.
To me, she just exists in my ears. I don't even imagine her as corporeal.
What do you remember about your dragon performance physically? Like, what was your costume like? And what were the wizards like when they were interacting with you?
I don't remember much about the wizards. I remember I had a tail that was like stuffed with maybe cotton.
Like a cotton stuffed tail.
To give it some girth.
Yeah.
And I had a head that was also maybe stuffed with cotton.
What did the dragon want?
That I don't know. I do remember that it was a little restrictive. I had to kind of lead with my, like I didn't feel like I could really turn my head independently of my shoulders and torso.
And maybe the dragon couldn't do that either. So you're just like physicalizing. Yeah. You're like being a dragon, and like the dragon has limitations. Like the dragon.
And sometimes limitations are really helpful. They help you find something that you wouldn't have found.
Say more about that.
Well, I just think that I guess I'll just repeat what I just said. Sometimes limitations are helpful because you find something like you find that physicality.
Ooh, say that again.
Sometimes limitations can be helpful. They can help you find a choice that you wouldn't have made independently.
Yeah, I would never have made this restrictive choice.
Right.
But now that I think about it, it really does affect the way my dragon feels.
Try teaching the class for a few minutes with your hands behind your back.
Oh, that's easy, because it's just like words. No gestures, and I can just talk to people. Does anyone have a question for Zach about the acting process? Is there anyone who's seen Zach act in something and wondered, how does he do it like that? How does he act so good? No one has a question about this? It is hard with my hands. I feel like the lack of hands is making people not have questions. I feel like if I was like, does anyone have a question? That people would be like, he's going to grab us. We better have a question. Yes, a question.
How do you think about breaking in improv versus on film or in TV?
Like laughing, like breaking.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really think about it. I guess I try not to do it in general. I do, although I do laugh quite a bit in the improv shows. I'm looking at you because we've done them together.
Yeah.
And you might even remember better than me. I sort of black out when I'm doing improv shows. That's true. I don't remember, as soon as I get off stage, I don't really remember what has happened.
Yeah.
And that will be true in about 30 minutes when I walk off the stage.
Have you ever laughed on camera in a thing and they use the take where you're laughing on camera? Are there any parts in Severance where you're laughing and they're like...
My
yeah.
character in Severance actually, interestingly, doesn't really laugh.
No, I can't think of a single moment
Yeah.
where he laughs. He'll...
Ain't shit funny to him.
Yeah. And I think people think of you as deadpan because you play a lot of characters who don't break.
Yeah. But in real life, I like to laugh.
Yeah. You like to laugh.
I do.
Do you feel like it's okay for your character to laugh sometimes, and then you just like incorporate it the same way that you did with the dragon? The dragon could only.
If something made me genuinely laugh and we were able to use it, I think that would be a wonderful gift.
What's the thing you haven't been able to do that no one's let you do acting-wise that you would like to do? Because when I look at you in your performances, I feel like there's two...
I'm going to sit down as well.
Yeah, put a chair wherever you want, wherever you feel is a good dynamic for you. All right, perfect. That's perfect. Tell me if I'm speaking too broadly in analyzing your career, but I feel like when I observe you in film and television works, I feel like there's two broad categories. One is where I'm like, yes, they got Zach for this because he is exactly what they needed. And the other category is like, oh, I've never seen Zach do this before. Where I get surprised by things where I'm like, oh, I've done enough like improv shows I would have thought that I've seen this before. So and neither of these is meant as necessarily a compliment or insult. It's more of an objective like categorization that like that like you see Bill Murray do a certain kind of role and you're like, oh yeah, that's a classic Bill Murray performance. But then you'll see him do another thing and be like, oh, I haven't seen that. Do you think of it that way at all, or is this new to you?
I do try to do things that I haven't done before. So that is one major consideration when I decide what I want to do. I'm often thinking, ooh, have I gotten to do this and show this before? So that makes sense that you're picking up on that.
Are you fielding any offers at the moment? I'm not going to ask you to break any confidences. I'm not going to ask you to violate any NDAs for professionals. We wouldn't do that.
Sure. Thank you.
I want to establish a tone of professional respect in these classes.
That's smart.
Do you feel respected by me in this? Or do you feel, what is the energy that you feel between us right now?
In fact, I feel you're being overly formal.
Now,
we're sitting very far away.
Now we're sitting very close.
Yes.
Now it's different.
Yeah. You know, I've actually never taken an acting class. Like an acting.
This is the first one!
I've taken tons of improv classes.
They're bad. Acting classes are bad.
So
I've taken a lot of them.
Different?
What?
What makes
Nothing. It's a show that pretends to be an acting class, and it makes less money than if I were to teach real acting classes. Like it's less. There's less money in an entertaining show that actually is an acting class, and you might actually learn more legitimately useful things about acting in this class. I had a class. I took 5 years. I did 2 years in America and 3 years in England. All right? This is the kind of thing that I remember from acting classes. I had an acting teacher that we did this exercise that multiple people had emotional, nervous breakdowns doing this exercise. All right? And it was a crazy exercise. It was an exercise where everybody stood in a circle, and you were split up into two halves, and one would stand in the circle, and we were blindfolded, and the other people would make noises. They'd like scream or they'd clap. And if they tapped someone in the circle, they were gone from the circle. And so you're in the circle and you'd be like, Zach, are you there? Zach, are you there? Ah! No, you wouldn't do the scream. Team 2, the ones who have their eyes open, they're going like, ah! So like that. But we're standing and we have our eyes closed, okay? And so we'd be like checking in. So like, Zach, you there?
Yeah.
Zach, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here too. And we talk to each other. But at a certain point, someone would tap you on the shoulder,
And then I
you
go
could
scream.
No, then you're gone. You don't say anything.
So I don't ever get to scream.
If you're on the other half of the class, you get to scream.
Okay.
But then eventually there's just one person left, and they're calling out for people, and they can't hear anybody, they can't see anything, and you also hear like someone would go over here and they go like ah, like that. And people were like shaking and crying. It was like over an hour we did this.
People who were left
The
alone.
people who were left were getting really upset because they're like, Zach, you there? Zach, you there? And they can't see anything, and someone's going like, roar, like that. And they're going up to them, and they're hearing distant noises
That's
and stuff.
fascinating. I think that wouldn't bother me at all.
Well, because you're made of sterner stuff than some people.
Well, and I would be like, oh, we're playing a game.
But people, this is the thing. You and I are improvisers.
Sure.
Actors sometimes get really serious about things. And these were like younger people. These were like college age people.
Sure.
And some of them had like already, they had arrived at drama school already damaged in some ways emotionally. This exercise, I was like, when it was done, I was like, where did this exercise come from? What is it for? It turns
It's
out
from the enhanced interrogation playbook.
it was adapted from a psychological torture exercise practiced by the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War on prisoners. And it was about making people feel isolated. Now, in this instance, sometimes they were actually killing people and leaving people blindfolded, wondering like if their fellow prisoners
So they
were.
weren't just screaming and tapping.
I mean, there may have been. I want to be clear. I'm not a historian. I was not alive during the Vietnam War's heyday. I like to think that if I'd been born a few years earlier, I could have been someone who said, I'm against this war. But I was born too late. Nobody, in 1975, nobody cared what a newborn baby had to say about the Vietnam War. And I had no opinion. Like I was
They didn't ask me
blissfully
about Desert Storm when I was.
Gulf War I.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, the one that whatever you called it earlier.
You were born at the height of Gulf War I.
I actually don't know. I'm not a historian.
But there may have been a soft-hearted brigade of the Viet Cong that were like, let's just tap them and it's really like I don't want to kill everybody that we're doing this with. Just tap them and they have to follow the rules. You're out.
Have you at any point in your acting found lessons from that exercise?
No, that exercise was pointless abuse inflicted upon vulnerable artists in waiting.
But I actually do think in some ways that is useful because one of the primary jobs of an actor is being willing to be humiliated and abused.
But we were already there. They had us. All it was like, just here is some abuse.
Yeah. But when you were crawling around on that forest floor, you could have maybe flashed back to that and thought, I've already been here.
Yeah, but the difference is I was being paid to crawl on the forest floor, whereas I paid them to have me do that exercise. Oh, my parents did. I just realized something.
Yeah.
I have my per diem.
From...
This is from the short film In the Woods.
Oh, hey.
This is not planned, but this is the type of thing you wouldn't get in a real acting class. Let's talk about it. All right, this is unopened. I'm not even sure. Oh, yes. The per diem, yeah.
And is
Do you want to
this-
explain what per diem is?
Well, I was going to ask if this video airing is going to have any tax implications for you based on whatever happens next.
No. The
Okay.
IRS is too understaffed to be watching my YouTube channel. Hey, if you are watching, fuck off. The per diem, per day, from the Latin.
Oh, wow, that's a juicy,
$100, $150, $210.
that's a juicy stipend.
Well,
That was
technically,
for one diem?
Technically, this would be for three diems.
Okay.
Because I traveled on the Monday. And then 2 days of filming. So 2 times.
And you didn't have any
I didn't.
diem expenses that
I sent in receipts for everything that. So this is just. I'm going to use this on. I'm going to use this on other DMs. Future DMs. Because do you want to know where do you eat when you're filming on location? Do you have a place where you like to go?
The catering, whoever.
No, but like, are you ever in a place where you're like at a hotel and there's like food places around?
Oh yeah, sure.
Where do you go?
I mean, it depends what's around.
Where's the place that you remember going and you're like, not bad?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. You get a sandwich?
I get a sandwich, yes. Recently I was working on a movie. I was staying in a hotel and I could walk on the side of a highway for about 8 minutes to get to a Jersey Mike's. And I would get that for...
Did you encounter anyone on your highway walk to Jersey Mike's?
No.
Walking along the highway?
Thousands of cars.
What have you had?
Sure, what if I had?
Just imagine it's a winding highway. Just imagine like you're walking along the highway.
I would have my headphones.
You have your headphones on? All right.
And I would have a backpack so I could put my sandwich in there.
Yeah. You don't have it yet.
No.
All right.
And I don't want to eat it there. I want to eat it back at the hotel.
All right. And then you get to Jersey Mike's. All right. Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
I was hoping I would
walk here?
Encounter someone on the way.
Along the side of the highway? No, just thousands of cars.
Yes, I did walk here. I don't have a car. I'm only in town for a few days.
Oh, what are you doing in town?
I'm working.
What do you do? You want to order? If you don't like this, you can just order the sandwich. I was just being friendly.
Yeah, I do, just to sort of step out of this for a moment.
Sure, yeah. That's one of the things we can do. It's a class format, so it's about the learning. It's not about, it's not like ASCAT. It's not like an improv show. We're going to step out of it. We're going to just talk about process.
I do tend to be kind of vague about, I'm often not allowed to say what I'm there for.
Oh, a Marvel movie.
Well, it could be.
You can't say I'm in a Marvel.
Exactly.
They won't let you say that, right?
Right, so I'm often not allowed to say, so I do often kind of
at least
say,
twice you did a Marvel movie you couldn't say.
2 times I couldn't say because it was a Marvel
But
movie.
within those 2 times, many smaller times, right? Where people were like, what are you doing here? And they're like...
Yes, 2 stretches of time.
Yeah.
And infinite moments.
Are you doing a Marvel movie currently?
I am not.
We don't know. It could be a 3rd one. We don't know.
I'm not. But anyway,
but
that's
what
I
you'd
wanted
say.
to say.
You're really not?
I am not.
This is the thing.
I know, I'm not. I am not.
I know, but
No.
a character who was lying about it would also say it that way, and you would play it that way.
I would be more coy. I would be like, oh, I'm not allowed to say.
That also feels like a good deflection. Like, okay, you would be like,
and honestly, probably if it was you, I would just tell you.
all right. You shouldn't do that. I'm a blabbermouth. I've been saying all sorts of shit in this show alone that I shouldn't be saying. I should have said it to the IRS. Come and get me, motherfuckers. It's like death by cop.
Yeah. Your audit.
Don't come and get me. Stay where you are, IRS.
Suicide by audit side.
Yeah.
Self-audit.
Yeah.
You want to go back to the Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't like to say.
I just tend to keep it pretty vague.
What about when this happens? I recognize you from something. Are you like a game show host or a politician? Or an actor?
Yeah, I've never hosted a game show, but yes, I'm.
I was just thinking of where I might have seen you.
Yeah, I'm an actor. You might have seen me in stuff.
Yeah. I've seen you in something.
Probably.
What would I have seen? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy.
Two Marvel movies at 2 different times.
Oh, like 2 different, like because they went back and changed the past?
I wasn't involved in that in my.
Oh, not 2 timelines.
Maybe.
You know that's how they fought Thanos. What do you want? Sandwich-wise.
Turkey.
It's on the house, by the way.
Oh wow! Thank you. Then I guess I'll do the giant turkey promo. The party stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right. That might get me in some trouble, but it's my fault. It's my fault.
It's only like $12 extra or $18 more.
Oh, I guess that doesn't mean anything to you. That's interesting. All right. I don't know if you know what
my
they
per
pay.
diem can cover it.
For what?
It's from the Latin per day.
Oh.
You work on a movie.
I get it. I didn't know it was Latin. Now I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
But thank you.
Crashing.
Yeah, I was in that.
You were in
that
Crashing?
Was a
You
while
were Pete
ago.
Holmes' manager on Crashing.
That's right. Yes, I was.
Home box office. That's not TV. That's HBO.
That's right. That's right.
You on Game of Thrones?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah. You like HBO?
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? It's great. I love it.
What have you been watching?
White Lotus. Not necessarily the news. All of it.
I actually am not familiar with that one.
It was one of the first shows HBO ever did. It's a deep pull. I should have said it.
That's what you're watching now. Okay.
No, I've just seen it. I've always, when I was a little kid.
By the way, I don't want any modifications. You're typing a lot. I just wanted to.
Oh, okay. I was making a lot of assumptions, so you don't want no modifications? All right. Very good. I'm going to avoid the whole order and do it from scratch. Are you on the Game of Thrones Dragons shows?
No, never been able to.
Yeah?
I think they shoot.
You'd be a good dragon on that
London.
show, I think.
Thank you. That was my first acting job. I was a dragon.
Get out.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, not job, but my first in 4th grade.
Oh, that's interesting. You didn't think it was a job then?
It wasn't a
It was
job.
just a thing you were doing. You were just a little
Yeah.
kid.
That's right.
It was just for fun.
I mean, and literally, I wasn't paid for it. But
Yeah.
I had the same approach.
That is admirable. The money doesn't change you.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You do the craft because you want to. You
Yeah.
pursue this because it means something to you.
And because I have no other skills now.
That can't be true. Is it true? That's I mean, I get terrified by that because I do think I'm stuck.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. People will be fine. You and I have a lot of I think I probably have more shared credits with you than maybe anybody else. I forget about stuff that I'm like, oh, we were
Search
both
Party.
in. That, Search Party.
Dead
What
Eyes.
else? That's my podcast. Yeah. No, but there's a couple of other things as well. There's like a bunch of things that we overlap on. And I don't necessarily recognize, because we're not in the same scenes, we're in different seasons sometimes, different episodes.
Wait, what else are you thinking?
I don't know, I forgot. I don't have my IMDb memorized. I forget a lot of things.
That's
that I find.
fine. That's fine.
But the last time I looked at it, I was looking at your IMDb and I was like, oh, we have a lot of overlapping things. But we don't necessarily work
George
together.
Lucas talk show.
You're a frequent guest on anything that I create. Are you ever going to create a show?
Tiny Dinos.
Tiny Dinos, the
I've done
podcast.
an episode.
That's right. Yes, and now here you are. Thank you for doing every show I ever do.
And I will continue to do all of them. Am I ever going to create a show? Maybe, I don't know.
What would be the show that you would most want to do? Because surely at some point the industry, as they say, will come knocking.
Sure.
And they'll say, Zach.
My experience has not
Untitled.
been that they come knocking.
No, they will. Your experience up to now hasn't been that.
Sure.
Untitled Zach Cherry Project 2028.
Yeah. What would I want it
What
to
would it be? I mean, I'm not asking you to give away anything. I don't want to ruin anything. So maybe do one that's like your 5th choice. You want to do a detective show?
I do. But that's like basically first choice.
That's first choice.
Yeah.
Because you're a monk guy.
I love Monk. I love the show Monk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably not in the Monk universe. Although,
Yeah. Son of Monk.
Monk's cousin, maybe.
Cousin of Monk.
Cousin or
Monk's cousin.
nephew or something.
But
I love procedural mystery shows.
wouldn't it be great? I know that Monk had his last case, right? Monk's last case.
Yeah, but I think we're getting more Monk.
The door is open. There wasn't a last case that ended in a hail of bullets.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, he's like counting the bullets.
No. He doesn't count. Counting isn't one of his things. Although kind of it is.
What if Monk gets a roommate? It's like an odd couple type thing, but you're like a sloppy roommate.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just doing the show Monk, I wouldn't be creating anything. So if I'm just jumping into Monk, if there's more Monk, I would love to be in it. I've been very open about that. IRS, if you're watching, get me on Monk.
How would it change your feelings on government if that worked? If you got a tax form that was also like an offer, like to do a 5-episode mini-series, a limited event series, The Return of Monk, and you play Monks, would you rather fight with Monk or be a friend to Monk in the Monk universe?
Friend to Monk.
Monk's new best friend.
Monk doesn't make friends easily, so that was
That's why this is a big deal.
And in the episode Mr. Monk makes a friend, things don't go so well.
I don't have a Monk impression because I love Tony Shalhoub. I never watched Monk.
Big mistake.
I know. Do you know why though? I had some experience in my life with people who had OCD, and I couldn't find it charming in the same way that everyone else did. I don't want to get into it here. But it was just a device. I'm like, not for me. I can't, no judgment for anyone else who found it delightful, but I was like, this is not my ride.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
I'll wait for the next, I had no problem. I never watched the one where Dick Van Dyke was a roller skating doctor who solved murders.
Diagnosis Murder.
That's the one.
I don't think roller skating was like a big part of it.
I never watched an episode of it.
I watched a lot.
And he did roller skate?
He may have, but I don't remember it as being like in the 3-word pitch.
Well, if you hyphenate, roller skating, doctor, detective.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd put it that high up.
I think what it makes is, there should be, here's the thing, like a roller skating detective generally is a really good idea because everything can be like that Spike Lee shot where you're like gliding. You know that shot in every Spike Lee movie where the camera's just going along? I don't know if we can replicate it, right? That thing where it's just like, you're just like walking and nothing's moving sort of. Does that look like it, Keith? Does that look like
stay safe.
A little bit.
where it's just like walking down the street? It's just like, is that, do you want to try it? I've never been in a Spike Lee movie, so Spike Lee joint. Do you want to do the floaty thing?
Sure, we can try it.
I
don't
think you'll
really,
end up in a Spike Lee joint.
because I can't see. There's no monitor for me. I don't know how to participate in this.
But you know the floaty shot I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like they're kind of a little wobbly. But I don't know if we accomplished it.
Because normally the way it's accomplished is you'd be on like a roller, I think.
Yeah.
So the actor wouldn't have to do the work of looking like they're not moving.
No, they have.
But a roller skating
technology.
detective. And do you know how to roller skate?
No, not well.
Would you learn for a role?
I try,
Someone said,
I try.
I think we might be arriving at what is a very viable Peacock series. Where you play a roller skating detective.
Sure.
And like one of the things
Rollerblading would be easier for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cooler, but also feels less fun to me.
It is much easier.
Yeah. I think, but a rollerblading detective, what do people think? Because obviously this is about, like, is there an audience?
Different connotations.
Yeah, do we agree that there's a different vibe to a roller skating detective versus a rollerblade?
Yeah.
Do people honestly have a preference? Like, is there anyone who's like, I only watch one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one?
Roller skating.
You'd watch roller skating?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't. That one guy was clearly right.
Yeah, I think the rollerblading
It tested badly.
detective-
Rollerblading tested horribly.
But I think that would be a much darker, grittier series, the blading detective.
Yeah, but a roller skating detective, one of the things that I think would be really great about your show that we could co-create, right?
We've already established I'll be in any project that you're doing, so yes.
A roller skating detective is that when he finally like springs the trap on the killer, whenever like there's like the big speech or whatever, it's like, I know you did it or like that, the killer's gonna be like, shit, and they're gonna run, and then you're gonna be like, just like calmly, like, I don't even need to start chasing this guy. Like, you always just catch the guys, you're like, shit, this guy's a lot faster than someone just running. And then eventually, you have like one of those episodes where the killer's on roller skates, and you're like, oh no, I might not catch this guy. Or someone
Maybe they'd
who's,
be on rollerblades.
yeah. And there could also be one where someone's just way faster than you anticipate, and you're like, yeah, I couldn't catch him.
I'd also be quite tall on the roller skates.
Yeah. And there could be an episode where the killer is on stilts. And at the end, it's
That's
a very...
too easy.
No, but it'd be very awkward because you can catch him, but he's still like up there. You're like, you haven't really got him, you know? Like, he's like, yeah, you're near me, but I'm up here, getting away with it. I'm up here. I am innocent. I'm victorious. I think this show has legs. How would you? Let's say you make me whoever you want me to be in this, but I clearly did it. Okay, and let's make this class a backdoor pilot for this show.
And I have to be on roller skates.
I think we'll just add the roller skating element in later. Just act as if you're on roller skates.
Okay.
And then, Keith, is that something we can add in later if we need to?
You can do it if you want to learn how to.
No, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying it can be done. Like if I came to you and said we have a post-production budget, but you got to make it look like he was roller skating. Could you do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Is the post-production budget in an envelope in your back pocket?
$210. Will that do it? All right. So you imbue me with whatever. But I want to. Are you ready to try this?
And this is the denouement of the episode, or this is the beginning. What's happening?
Up to you. You let me know.
Okay, this is maybe the opening scene of the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in the opening scene of Monk, you learn a lot about Monk. You learn his whole deal.
Yeah.
He thinks he left the oven on at home
Oh.
because that's one of his things. So here we want to establish what my things are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone was dead, and I walked in and I just saw bodies.
I think I might have left the oven on and You're not being detained because we're not there yet. Would you be willing to wait while I go back and check on my
Of course. Oh,
Do you
it's
need
just so
anything?
awful. No, I just want to find who did this.
Okay, I'll be quick. I live about 3 miles, but I'm on roller skates, so that's fairly easy.
Thank you, detective. Thank you for arriving so quickly. I guess that would explain how you got to the scene before anyone else.
And I'm gonna just leave my pen here. Nothing unusual about that.
Okay. Well, that's a nice pen.
And feel free to monologue to it or whatever you want to do.
Okay. I collect pens, you know. I have
I need it back, but
All
you
right.
can look at it
All right.
and play with it and talk to it.
Interesting. I haven't seen this particular
All
model
right,
of pen.
start your timer. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Okay. Just so sad everyone's dead. Oh, I wish that pen was my pen. I would love to have that when he's coming back. It seemed pretty clear that I couldn't keep the pen. Maybe if I kill him like I killed the others. Could I get away with killing a cop? A police detective. Well, you know, no one would suspect it. No one would suspect it. A dentist killing 3 people and then killing the first cop on the scene for a pen? What would the motive be? No one would guess I would do it for a pen. Nope, I don't want to risk it. It's a bad. Oh, I could kill him with the pen. I could kill him. 3 miles. Wow, I should take up roller skating.
I didn't ever think I left my oven on.
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
You have the right to remain silent.
Wait, no, wait.
You are under arrest for the murder of 3 people.
This pen was a
And the
camera.
attendant-
And I don't. No, Oh, you're strong. Oh, you kick with the roller skates. God damn it. Ow. God, no. Ow. Oh, God, that was terrible. Oh, God. Listen. Ow. Oh, it's slicing through my back. Jesus Christ. Why won't the other cops arrive? Oh.
Chief, we got him.
You'll claim that was justified because I tried to kill you with the pen, but we both know you went too far. I want you to know this. If no one else holds you accountable,
I'm sick. I'm sort of an anti-hero.
No!
I wear the roller skates as a disarming Columbo-style, character thing, so
Because they
people
have charm.
underestimate me.
Oh, I underestimated you.
But I am actually also kind of a Dexter-like guy. Right? Like,
This guy's
this is why I'm into it.
You've got everything. You've got it all. I'd watch you for years. I think that's good. That's a good show. I would watch that. Yeah. No. The woo people figured out a workaround. I didn't say you couldn't woo and act like it was weird laughing. But I strictly prohibited that applause, and I knew we'd get applause for that. Sad.
So you sort of baited them.
Yeah. Almost everybody passed. Usually the whole audience, the whole audience will fail. Just one brave person who liked that show so much. Let me ask the person who liked the roller skates as the idea. Do you subscribe to Peacock?
Yes. No.
I guess good.
It's better that you don't subscribe.
It subscribes to you?
Yes.
Wait. Are you the center of the universe? I don't subscribe to Peacock. Peacock subscribes to me.
We want him to not be subscribed now and say publicly that he would subscribe if they had a roller skating detective.
Tell the IRS. Would you subscribe to Peacock for the roller skating detective series?
Never.
All right. I'm not sure that that's of any use to us, sir, but thank you.
But it was honest, and
It was
that's
honest,
what you asked
and
for
that's
at the beginning of class.
We don't want fake testimonials. That's never what this has been about. Let's sit over here. We never sat over
We
here.
haven't gotten over there.
Yeah.
And I've never sat on this side yet.
Yeah. Never. Did that feel like a show that you'd want to do for like 8 seasons?
Honestly, yeah.
Went to some dark places.
I think that's kind of fun.
Do you think you'd grow to regret the roller skating device? Like you'd sort of be begging the writers for scenes where you have the skates off?
Yeah, I think I'd pretty quickly
Be like, show them at home and in the office. But they're going to want those shots, at least a couple shots an episode. Where
No,
you
I
just-
think I'd have them write in that I get like suspended from roller skating. I could be free of them for a while.
Don't you think the fans would demand you get back on the skates?
That's just generating engagement.
Can you ice skate for like a holiday episode?
I'm very bad at ice skating. In fact, around the same time that I was starring as the dragon, I was learning to skate at school, and I was so bad at it, they had to bring in an extra guy to just hold my hand.
Wow. They had to bring in an extra guy just to hold your hand. What do you think that guy's story was?
No, I would be fascinated to chat with him now. I think they probably told him like there's one kid. And he didn't even wear skates, he just wore boots.
This was in what kind of circumstance? This was a class type, like a field trip?
Yes, there was we had a hockey team with an ice rink, and our gym class, you had to learn how to skate.
So, this guy was he a substitute teacher?
No, his only role was to hold my hand.
How often was this guy getting the
Once
call?
a week.
Once a week? What did he do the rest of the week?
We never talked
Do
about
you think there were other kids that he was just sort of like an emotional support animal?
I don't believe that he was ever around the school except for the 1 hour a week. He was holding my hand and walking slowly around the perimeter.
How much older than you was this guy?
Hard to say. At that age, everyone seems 40.
Right.
He's probably 25.
So he's probably still with us.
I would hope so.
If you think you're the and you'll remember.
I genuinely would be fascinated to hear.
Whose job was to do a once weekly handhold to comfort and
It wasn't
unskilled.
for comfort. It was for stability.
Isn't stability inherently comforting? Are we gonna have this fight again? You're always like, it's about stability, and it's about comfort. I think we're talking the same language using different words.
But I think it was
I'm not here.
stability. It was to keep me upright, not to keep me happy.
You can hire either of us, all right? If you hire me for this gig, I'm all about comforting the child. My partner here, he's all about stability. He doesn't believe comfort enters into it. That's why we started this firm. Yeah, CNS. For children.
My last name is Comfort, ironically.
Yes. And my last name is Reginald. Which is a first name.
Two first names.
Yeah. Thompson Reginald. And all
Really
backwards.
one first name.
Yeah. No, because my middle name is the first name. Chad. But I'll get the call. It'll be 7, 8 in the morning. I'll wake up. And I'll say, we've got a kid here. He can't skate. He falls down. I say, my God, my heart goes out to him. I'll be right there. Which child is it? Which one is it? Oh. Hey, here. No. Here. This would have been a better case for my partner. He's more, like, you require a lot more stability.
Emotionally, I'm very even.
Yeah.
My parents are therapists.
Well, should we go once around? All right, okay. You're doing great. You're doing really good. I know it seems like the other kids are taking to this more easily, more naturally. Oh! Wow! What I did really helped. I wonder what my partner's doing right now.
What's wrong?
I can't skate.
Stand up.
I don't want to.
Stand up.
I don't want to do this.
Keep your posture right.
Why are they making us do this? There are so many things that they don't make us do, and they make us do this, and it doesn't make sense.
Hey, you're never gonna fall down while I'm here.
Well, I guess there's some comfort in this.
Wow. My partner was right.
What's a role that you really want to play and you feel like the industry doesn't see you for it yet? Like, what's the thing that's...
Genuinely, I would love to play a role like Batman or James Bond that makes people so angry they want to kill me.
You want to be, because the casting is like,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
right for that.
Yeah.
All right, which one do you want to try now?
Like Batman or James Bond?
Yeah, or like some hybrid of the two, like a British spy whose parents got killed. Who dresses like an animal in a tuxedo.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, do it all. Like,
Either.
who says you can't have it all?
Either.
What kind of animal, if not, would you want to be Batman?
Yeah, I'd love to be Batman.
All right. Master Wayne.
That's right. You're British.
Sort of. Gotham is aflame tonight, Master Wayne. I suppose the bats will be going out into the streets.
You think I should?
I have no opinion on it, sir. If you must be
I
careful.
sort of see you as a father figure.
Oh,
So I was hoping you'd weigh in on what I should do, or really just weigh in on
You have to make
my
your
life
own
choices.
You have to make your own mistakes. Your own parents were murdered. That was a mistake.
But I had no one else.
They shouldn't have gone home that way from the show.
Why do you always sort of try and make it their fault that they got
Because I'm angry, Master Wayne. I'm angry. I never wanted to be a parent, and yet here I am. I wish to serve. I wish to serve, but not to be a surrogate parent. Gotham is aflame tonight, Master Wayne.
You have all the resources in the world, it's been very easy parenting me. You have billions of dollars at your disposal.
The fact that
Tons of people don't want to be parents, and they're not fucking billionaires.
you can yell at me all you want, but you should know most of all that money doesn't make life one bit easier.
That's not true.
All right.
If my parents had been killed and I had had no money, you think I would have had an equally easy life?
There is a threshold at which a certain amount of money will make life easier because it's not a source of stress. But you're way beyond that point.
I am.
And your millions have not helped you.
They have helped me.
All right, not much. You are fucked up. Master Wayne, you are fucked up.
I couldn't have built this without that. Without the billions, I wouldn't have the belt. I wouldn't have the armor.
Yeah.
I would have been killed when I got stabbed.
Right. But what about the armor inside here, Master Wayne?
That's what I want from you.
You don't pay me enough for that, Master Wayne. I want to be a bachelor with no children. That's what I want.
Okay, go.
Joe, no.
You wanna go date around? You wanna get on the apps, Alfred?
Master Wayne, I do date around. The fact that you don't know that just shows how little regard you have for me.
You don't talk to me about anything.
You have no curiosity about my life.
Every week.
It's always me. What do I want? Should I be the Batman tonight? Should I be the Batman tonight? It's too much pressure. I can't answer that.
Fine. Let the city burn. I'll go out with you tonight. I'll wing me.
All right, let's go. I want to drive the Batmobile.
We can't go in the Batmobile if I'm not doing Batman.
Fuck you, you got
We can't.
Go out as Batman. We can go out in the Batmobile as Batman
I don't want Batman to get involved in wingmanning. It'll undercut his credibility.
But Bruce Wayne is not a good wingman. Batman is literally a wingman.
I'm worried it will hurt me in the future if I've, been
You're right. No,
helping
of
you
course
score.
you're right. Master Wayne, you're more right than you know. I'm sorry for losing my temper. You've had a rough go.
Thank you.
Just having a bad night.
What's wrong?
I got into a car wreck. I wrecked my Honda. My Honda's totaled.
Alfred,
I didn't
we
want to
can
ask.
hire you a driver.
I don't want that. I like to drive my Honda. I love my Honda Civic. I love my Honda Civic. I used to have a Honda Accord. I love my Honda Accord.
I didn't
love
know
my Honda
that,
Civic.
Alfred. I didn't know you like driving.
I like that we're talking like this.
Do you want to drive me when I'm going out as the Bat?
Yeah.
You can drive the Batmobile.
Really?
Maybe you have to put on a little mask.
Oh, all right. Like what kind? Oh, I can be a superhero too.
Sure.
Well, I probably shouldn't. No, I won't. Okay. This is nice. What do you want to do tonight?
Well,
And then the rest of the Batman movie is just what they do.
why not?
All right. Clock on the wall says the class is basically over. I wonder if there are any.
Run your classroom?
Yep, you have to. You absolutely have to. Time is what we all have to deal with. I wonder if there are any takeaways from this, Zach Cherry. Any fundamental lessons that you feel that you... I should ask you this. Do you feel like you have participated in this class as a fellow lecturer, as a teacher, or do you feel that you've been a student in this? What is your natural position in this hierarchy?
Neither.
What do you think you are?
I don't know.
A blank canvas,
Yeah.
ready to perform whatever your
Yeah,
next
it's been quite a
opportunity provides.
journey. I didn't know what to expect at the beginning of class or at any moment during the class.
Right. And did you learn anything?
I am genuinely intrigued by the acting exercise that you described.
That's what you like. The thing that I said was horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing that we did.
It's the thing I'll be most curious about going forward.
Right.
It's the thing I'll be most likely to try and seek out at some point.
Right. Psychological torture exercises.
Just to see what it
does to you. Yeah. All right. I want to thank everyone who came to attend this class tonight. I want to thank our esteemed guest, Mr. Zach Cherry. Now you may applaud. Class dismissed.
Thank